Welcome back to another episode of Chopping It Up Raw. I'm your host, Abdul the Barber, man, and we are back with another episode. This episode, man, we got a special guest in, my homie, man, all the way from the Bay. Y'all give it up for my man AK, man. What's good, bro?
Hell yeah, what's going on?
Appreciate you coming through, G.
For sure.
Man, I brought you on the show today, man, just to rap with you, bro. Just, you know what I'm saying? You been coming through, getting chopped up for a little bit, and I seen what you was doing. That shit was pretty dope, so I just wanted to bring you on. So, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to ask, like, you know, where you from, how you grew up, how you got into music and shit like that, man.
Okay, yeah, so I'm from Oakland, California. It's better known as the Bay Area, you know what I'm saying? And I really grew up in the music industry, like my mom and shit, like she was always singing, stuff like that. She was in the industry. Songwriter, I really grew up around the music and I always like messed with it, so I kind of came into my own when I was like 12.
Okay.
And I started doing my own thing.
Yeah. So what are, like, you know, growing up in it, like in the local scene? So I think what I'm trying to ask is like, I know the Bay Area has like a rich musical history, man.
Definitely.
So what do you feel like your music fits into that, you know, into that scene?
So fits in. So I grew up listening to E40, you know, the Mac Dre's.
For sure.
Pop, and then I feel like I kind of got like a new twist to my sound, you know what I'm saying? Like the beats, like most of my beats, Bay Area. You know, I got some stuff for the ladies too. You know
for sure. We need that. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So it's like I pretty much threw my own twist on the Bay Area sound, like with me traveling all over the world and stuff like that. I just could add my own sound to it. Okay.
So by you being here in Japan and with your music, how does that, like, you know, have you tried to connect like Japan and like the Bay and you incorporate it into like your music?
I mean, yeah, like I on a few of my tracks, like that's coming out soon, like I definitely connect that. I did a few shows out here and like motherfuckers that can't even speak English, like they sing the words to my song. Like they, you know what I'm saying? That's how I knew like I could really go crazy.
How did that make you feel?
That's how I really knew like I could really go crazy with this shit. They can't even tell me what their name is when I ask them, but they're singing the words to my song.
That's wild,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying? So
I know that shit had to be like a different feeling, you know what I mean? Like coming from, you know, a place where it's like, you know, growing up in the hood, everybody, you know, grew up in the hood and shit, and it's just being in a whole nother realm of people you don't even know. You got people reciting the lyrics to your song, man. That shit gotta be like heartwarming, I suppose.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely. For sure.
So what is like some of your biggest musical influences and
biggest musical influences? I say like when I was first growing up, like young, like 4, 5, 6 years old. Chris Brown, you know what I'm saying? He was singing, dancing, doing the whole thing. But as of right now, Pop, and then it's this dude from Detroit, Cash Kid. I listened to him a lot growing up. He's from Detroit, like his wordplay and everything.
Shout out 313, man.
Yeah. And then a lot of Bay Area artists, Lil Bean. You got Zay Bang, you know the EBK, they doing their thing. For
I've heard of EBK,
Yeah, they doing their thing for sure, so yeah.
All right. Tell me about your creative process. When you going into the studio, you know what I mean? You about to lay down some shit, or like when you're writing, or like where does that come from, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, so really, it really depends on how I'm feeling that day. You know what I'm saying? Like I might have some shit written, or like I might just go in there and punch in. Like it really depending on how I feel and like what the vibe is. Like,
do you have like a pre-ritual or something that you do? Even
so, really, I go in there. And my producer, Ali Weon, he played like a lot of beats for me, and I'm usually fucking with at least 3, 4 of them. You know what I'm saying? So I end up either writing to him, or I'll be like, just load it up, and I just go crazy on it like that, like.
For sure.
So it's really no specific process to it. It's just how I'm feeling that day, depending on the beat, how I want the song to go. If I want to hook on it, if I don't want to hook on it. it's just like that.
So in your music, right, you have, you know, you putting out things, and do you have like a message or like a theme to it that, you know, you want to convey through your lyrics, through your personal like experiences, or like, you know, you speaking to somebody out there, or just like?
So basically with my music, it's like if the shoe fit, where you know what I'm saying. But like to all the young guys, like especially like from my city, from my area, like just stay on your grind, get this money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just chase that bag. That's really the message in my music, and really just the lifestyle that I'm living.
Okay. So other than that, do you have like I understand you said, you know, for the young boys, you know, keep your mind focused, hit your goals and shit like that. But like back home, you know, if you could say like one thing to somebody specific, or to a group of people, do you have like a message to them, or, you know what I mean, to kind of just like they feel down, or they feel like, damn, I'm stuck, or?
I mean, like if you do feel stuck, you know what I'm saying, like it's not the end of the world.
Right.
You got to start from somewhere.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Everybody
like,
do.
You got to start from somewhere. So I started from somewhere, you know what I'm saying? My music ain't always been, you know what I'm saying? So you got to start from somewhere and keep building. Whatever you want to do, keep doing that shit until you where you want to be. For sure. So in the foreseeable future, what do you have? You have any goals for your like the music and shit? Foreseeable future, I just really want like a bigger following. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been going crazy. Like it's growing day by day. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I got a couple projects dropping this year, so we're gonna see how that go.
Talk to me about some stuff that you've dropped, to let the people know, like, you know what I mean, where they can find you, and just some of the stuff you got.
Okay, so you can find me on Instagram at ak.mm. That's ayek.mm. That'll be my @ and then I'm on all platforms. So I just dropped this song probably 2 months ago called Candy Freestyle. That was one of the first drops of this year. And then I got a drop tomorrow. It's called 36 Bars. So we're going crazy, and then an EP on the way. Yeah. So
yeah, I've been checking your shit out, man. That shit tough, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it.
I fuck with it, man. But you know, like I said, bro, I love seeing people come out here and expanding their horizon. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so many avenues here in Japan where you can go down, and it's like you really can be successful out here. You know what I mean? So, and I think what you're doing is gonna eventually bring, more followers, more listeners, man. You gotta listen to here, bro. I bumped your shit at the shop, and I wanna let everybody know, you know what I mean? And I had different folks coming through me like, hey, check this guy out, or check this guy out, you know what I mean? So I think it's about uplifting one another, man, because I don't think there's enough of that out here for sure, you know what I mean?
Yeah, anybody I run into that make music, I'm like,
yeah,
tap in with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I put
Pass
them on.
That shit forward.
I put them on with my producer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all love at the end of the day. We all trying to get this bread.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
it's enough to go around for everybody.
Definitely. If I can help the next man, you feel me? I'm gonna help him.
Why not, man? Cause I always say, bro, you can't take it with you when you're gone. So you might well, share the wealth.
Right.
Yeah. So since you've been out here in Japan, have you had any experiences like, you're doing a show and then you had like somebody come up to you after, or, people any experience that you had that you thought that was like, damn, bro, this shit is surreal, you know what I mean?
I mean, like one of my first shows out here I did in Yokohama. And afterwards, like a few people came up and asked for pictures and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Like that was big to me. Especially my first show out here, they ain't even know me from a can of paint, you know what I'm saying? So,
wow, bro.
Yeah, like, we've been going crazy for sure. Me and my boy Sherrod.
Hell yeah, man. Well, shit, man, that was, pretty much it. Like I said, I just wanted to bring you on and, you know what I mean, and rap with you. And also, before I go, man, did you have anybody you want to shout out, or like back home, or, anything you want to say?
I mean, shout out Worldwide Moneymakers, you know what I'm saying? We started this shit in the Bay. They gonna be tapping in for sure. And then shout out my boy Sherrod for sure, my engineer, my producer. We make music together. he just dropped the album too, so we going crazy for sure.
Hell yeah. Well, I'll be sure to put you out there, man, for sure, man. That's been another episode, man. I'm your host, Abdul the Barber. You already know what it is, man. Book your appointments, like, subscribe, comment, do all that, man. Go check out my man here, man. You already know what it is. Born Cuss Forever.